As far as we know, my country people them is still a ghost. Claims of him being unmasked have not stopped him from doing what he does. His goals are very clear. He calls himself the king of blacklegs and is determined to destroy Ambazonia. It is the Ambazonians themselves who are giving him all the ammunition to use against them. And the more he is attacked, the more we will have different my country people them sprouting. It is our understanding that a lot of the videos that he shares are simply taken from the phones of dead or captured fighters. There is no telling what else will surface from fighters' phones in the future.
That is why if you go to Gungumasa, he's no longer finding stories again. He uses all that we say against the struggle, he uses it to educate our people that it was not necessary. I have more important things to take care of, which is my country people, and which I'm going to begin now. I'm telling you, my country people is my target, because the harm that my country people has caused us, especially our boys. He has deceived our boys until it is only now. When I make sure, sometimes I talk to them personally, sometimes I send out messages to them. What my country people is doing is like flashing. He pays you advance. You come in, they grab you, and the story is over. You come in, they grab you, and your story is over. This is Nilong.
Lesson number one, my country people, talk to me. Listen, whether or not you accept, my country people is a force to reckon with. Me, I agree. He's an enemy that is strong. So Ambazonians will thank my country people for the wonderful job. Now, we'll go ahead.
But this is the reality. People listen to the devil himself, my country people of La Republic, more than they listen to some Ambazonian activists. This is the reality.
Fellow Ambazonians, my country people, his platform must be destroyed, because
now let me begin with the blacklegs. The official blacklegs that you both know. He's the one who calls himself my country people them. This one, listen, that is why we must be very careful how we fight him for doing what he's doing. To carry out video and audio propaganda, to expose our revolution, to use our words, our videos to attack us.
Okay, look like this guy called my country people them. You've seen some videos, right? You know who I'm talking about? You've seen some videos coming from, some clips coming from some guy who calls himself my country people. You've seen that, right?
Possibly.
Okay, that guy is actually of the Southern Cameroon extraction. But as far as I'm concerned, he is no longer an AMBA. He is no longer a Southern Cameroonian. He has forfeited his citizenship because he is solely responsible for many of our soldiers' deaths. He contacts them, talks to them, then sets them up to be killed by La Republic. Then he celebrates their death.
1961 now, on the 1st of October, officially the trusteeship agreement is ceased to exist, and at the same time, the former Southern Cameroon also ceased to exist and became West Cameroon, one of the states within the Federal Republic of Cameroon, two-state federation, East Cameroon and West Cameroon. Now, West Cameroon will actually get a lot of political power. Mateuna. If you go for that federal constitution, the West Cameroon House of Assembly, it will get what we call and say a veto power. Veto power now very powerful tool for get them in the political circle, in the political arena. Now make I explain something for now. The Federal Assembly of the Federal Republic of Cameroon it be the seat 50 members, 50. Out of those 50 members, 40 of them, they will come out from East Cameroon, where they're the Francophone zone. And then the other 10 members of the assembly, they will come out from West Cameroon. Okay? Now, according to the Federal Constitution of Cameroon, anything when it comes to the law of the country, it must get the approval of the majority of the members of the West Cameroon House of Assembly in order for that bill or law to be passed and be legal. Make I explain them in simple lay terms. Now, if they will bring a proposal or a bill for debate them in the Federal Assembly, okay, just imagine, say, 50 members, they debate that bill. You get 40 of those members of the House, now Francophones. If all the 40 members of the Francophones, they vote for that bill, you only require 6. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only need 6 members of the West Cameroon House of Assembly for vote against that bill, and their vote is being more important, more powerful than all the other 40 Francophone members of parliament. You see the power? You see the power where Anglophones will get them for the Federal Assembly? That is a lot of power. Where Mr. Wetty, they will cripple anything and everything in the country if Anglophones they decide. All they need now a majority of the Anglophones members of the House of the Federal Assembly. All you need is 5 or 6 of them for go against that bill, and the bill becomes nothing. It no matter if the rest of the House of Assembly they vote in favor of that bill. If you get 4 members from West Cameroon and 40 from East Cameroon, it means say 44 members of the Federal Assembly they vote in favor of that bill. Only 6 from the West Cameroon House of Assembly, it go torpedo the bill. It go send them to the bin, destroy them, dirty the bill. Because of the law, how the Federal Constitution it will be written. Say wait, any amendment to the law of that country, it must be accepted by the majority of West Cameroonian members of the Federal Assembly, and it must also be accepted by the majority of the East Cameroonian House of Assembly. Where it means say, as long as the Anglophone Cameroonians they get a majority in any direction, that's all you need. So it means say the Anglophone members of that Federal Assembly, they get the ultimate power for decide what goes on and what goes where in the Federal Assembly. Because the Assembly, now them being at the judiciary branch of the government, now them be charged with making the laws of the country. Now them write the laws, debate the laws, vote on the law. If the law pass, and then they go forward them on to the president. President just needs to sign them, it becomes law. Now, that is the power, the veto power, where the Anglophones they get them for the Federal Assembly. Now, because of the Anglophone inability for work together, for look at their own collective interest and protect their collective interest, they create multiple political parties. Foncha get it on, Endele get it on, Muna get it on, this one get it on. They create all those political parties now, and they start fight amongst themselves. They were not fighting for the collective interest of the Anglophones. They were fighting for their personal interest. And because they lose sight of their own collective interest, of their own similarities or which way they get in common, their own commonalities, they lose sight of that. Now, why that way? It will be easy for President Amadou Ahidjo for use them a play tabala. Politics is a game of interests. President Amadou Ahidjo get his own interest, and he use his political know-how for manipulate and bamboozle una politically. It is legal. It is legal. Now, as I don't explain that for una, the federal house members from West Cameroon, they get the veto power. Now, una fit explain for me how it will be possible for the federal constitution to be disbanded without the assistance of the West Cameroonian members of the assembly? How is that possible? It is not. It was not possible for do away with the federal structure without the acceptance and the vote by the Anglophone, the West Cameroon members of the assembly. Now, you could get some people, they want for bamboozle una, fool una, talk all kinds of stupidity and nonsense. They will tell una, say this, so, Ayijobi do this, Ayijobi do that. So I don't even hear someone that go as far as for lie. Say, Ayijobi threaten the Anglophone federal members of the Federal House of Assembly for them for vote for dismantle the federation. Remember, these are exactly the same people where they pack their bags them, come out from Enugu, come back inside Cameroon. Okay? Now the same people that way, they don't fear the whole Nigeria. They don't fear the whole British system. Because the British, they be advised Southern Cameroons for vote for join Nigeria. Now why that way? For that Fumban conference, when they go discuss the constitution of the Federal Republic of Cameroon, France will provide advice and assistance to La République du Cameroun and Amadou Ahidjo. The British were absent. The British did not attend the Fumban conference. They don't get them interest because they be advised the former Southern Cameroons for join Nigeria. And the former Southern Cameroons, they deny, they tell the British, say, go to hell. So these were not people who could be easily manipulated, who could be told what to do. Okay? Now them take their foot, come out from the Enugu House of Assembly for Nigeria against the whole Nigerian state and against the wishes of the whole British Empire. Those parliamentarians, they take their foot, come out for Enugu. But now when they reach for Cameroon, mere Amadou Ahidjo, where he qualification as primary school teacher, now Amadou Ahidjo now, it be fit threaten the Anglophone members of the House of Assembly to do what they did not want to do. Come on, use your brains. These people, they willingly, deliberately gave up their powers to President Amadou Ahidjo. Now them disband the federal system. Make una not ever hear those lies where Anglophones they tell una. Now Anglophones, they campaign for disband the federal system. For 1972, they go out onto the field. Whether na Endele, Muna, to John Foncha, to Professor Fonlon, all of those people, they were on the field campaigning for one Cameroon. Don't forget also to say, before the 1972 referendum, for 1966, these same people, them John Foncha, Endele Muna, and all of these Anglophone political elites, they deliberately, willingly disband their political parties for accept one party rule inside Cameroon. Yes, when I go talk saying Ahidjo to be fool them or Ahidjo to be threaten them for disband their own political parties, these people, one of the reasons, maybe not understand the political calculation of their time. I need to talk this one for blame some person or the other. In order for understand what was going on, you get to look at inside and outside forces of influence at that time. I don't already talk about this issue of Nigeria. If you look at Biafran War for Nigeria, start from 1967, end from 1970, it played an outside role in making them accept for disband the federalism or federal structure because they see federalism it no work next door to them for Nigeria. It played a role. But internally, one of the biggest major factor, now the fact say wait, all those political parties, the way Anglophones to be created, it will bring about serious infighting. Serious infighting where they be even try for, they be plan for assassinate each other. They don't already make attempts on each other, their lives. Serious infighting within the Anglophone political elite in 1960s, between 1961 and 1966. Only 5 years. Now, because of all that infighting way, from Foncha, Endele, Muna, they be constantly write to Yaoundé, to President Amadou Ahidjo, they beg he, say make us separate fight. They fight now every day, they quarrel like Banya for house. So when it become to that level, President Amadou Ahidjo tell and say, why not just dissolve all the political parties then, and then fall under one political party, and then all we will rule under the one political party. That was a compromise. They all accepted. All of them accept. All. They accept and they can't join one party system inside Cameroon. They dissolved their political parties from 1966. Make Anglophones, they can't tell which to say na Pobia or na Amadou Ahidjo. It be make them do that one. They did that voluntarily. By 1972, they go down on the field, they campaign for dismantle the federal constitution. Anglophones did that. Make una understand that one. Referendum, it take place on the 20th of May, 1972. The vast majority of Anglophones voted for join or for make Cameroon the United Republic of Cameroon, from Federal Republic of Cameroon to the United Republic of Cameroon, a unitary state. Anglophones voted for it massively, and every single Anglophone political elite campaigned for it and voted for it. And that also explains why when that bill be tabled in the House of the Federal House of Assembly, all Anglophone MP they vote for. And that's why they were able to get the majority both in the West Cameroon House and in the East Cameroon House, where it means it was legal. Because according to the federal constitution, it must be accepted by a majority of both West and East Cameroon. That's how the federal constitution was dismantled. It was done by the Anglophones. By the Anglophones. They had the powers to stop it. They did not. Now, it's not because they lied or whatever. No. It was just a political miscalculation. What they were hoping for or banking on did not turn out to be exactly what it was. Like I don't tell you now, politics is a game of interest. And when you play a game, sometimes you get winners and sometimes you get losers. And in this particular political game where it transpired between 1960 and 1972, the Anglophones end up losers because of their own political immaturity, because of their own incompetence. They don't do political calculation. One of the things where they be supposed to do now for say, okay, maybe we write them down into law. Say this referendum, we could get now 2 referendum. That could have been an option. We could get this primary referendum, and then we would try the unitary state for maybe 10 years or 20 years. And at the end of that, we will get another referendum. If the people still want to stay as a unitary state, then it will stay. They did not put none of that clauses into the law. They just totally and completely, because of their own political interests and because of their stupidity and their incompetence, they just surrender all their power to President Amadou Ahidjo. They surrender everything to President Amadou Ahidjo. They take away all their veto power. They take away all the influence that they get them in the assembly, in their own. Imagine, say, when they make Cameroon a unitary state. At that time, Foncha be no say, at that time, he be being a prime minister of the whole of Cameroon, but he be also been a prime minister of West Cameroon or something like that. So at that time, we get 2 prime ministers. You get prime minister for East Cameroon, prime minister for West Cameroon, and then you get president for the whole country or something like that, the way the system will be run. So now, Ahidjo be say and say this, so, or Foncha, he could be now a prime minister and all of those things. He see his own political positions where he go occupy them. But he not see the powers where they surrender to the central government. They take away all their veto power. They take away all the influence where they get them, the power they had. They surrender everything to Ayijo. And then come now, about a decade later, from 1972 to 1984 to the 1995, 2 decades later, they started talking, wow, we don't do blunder. We don't miscalculate and we fire. We mean say we misfire. And we no there for go back. Because when I be build that house, when I no put window, when I no put an exit clause. There should have been an exit clause in that referendum. And if there was one, and when you put an exit clause, in every contract where you write them, you're supposed to get terms and conditions in case the marriage no work. In case the situation is not turn out for the way you want them, there should be an exit clause. There should have been an exit clause. But they don't put them. Might give you an example of what they could have put in the constitution in the unitary state. Yes, they will accept for vote for unite as one United Republic of Cameroon. But you could have put in the constitution, you could have said to Ayijo, for example, back then you said, President Amadou Ayijo, listen, me, I will support you for this referendum on one condition. What is that condition? The condition is that in the law and in our campaign, we will campaign to our people that this referendum is on a trial basis only. On a 10-year trial basis or 20 years trial basis. At the end of those 10 years and at the end of those 20 years, there must be another referendum. And you get to write the words exactly as you want to make it be. No talk say there will be. No talk say there shall be. Talk say there must be. So when we say na law, when we say the state by law, it must fulfill that obligation. Say there must be another referendum that will be of these two questions that will be voted only by the Anglophone Cameroonians. And if the majority of Anglophones still agree, say they want to stay for this union, then they can stay. But there was no exit clause. There was none. You just surrender all your power. With that, when I don't even cough, when I just go surrender everything, that veto power, gone. Everything, gone. House of Chiefs, House of this and that. All the positions they want to get them, when I surrender them all to the central government. How stupid. And then when I want come, when they call when Anglophones, when the vex, that was the worst political miscalculation of the century. You give up and give away all your powers and get nothing back in return. Only because they will be fearful in our own life. And now who be the threatening una? Now Anglophone versus Anglophone. Endele be there for Foncha neck. Foncha there for Muna neck. Muna there for Endele neck. And round you go. The same thing they happen today. Ayabacho is there for Sako neck. Or na Eric Tato. Or na which other one. They there at each other's necks. They there at loggerheads. There can never be a consensus between Anglophones. Why is that? Are we a cursed people? We've been a people the way we not fit ever get which way we want because we not be united. First of all, we don't know which way we want. So even if they give we which way we need, we know we say we don't already get them. So now we will go fight for destroy them. Like all the beautiful schools that will get them from Sase, AMBA, Our Lady of Lourdes, St. Beat, all of those colleges them, all of those infrastructure, University of Boya, University of Bamenda, ENS, Bambly, CAS, Kumba, CAS, Bambly, all of these institutions them. What have we done with it? Burn them to the ground. Make your territory ungovernable. When I go dig up the roads, when I kill, when I mammy them, when I kidnap them for ransom, when I bury them alive. Because you are a confused people. You don't know what you want. So you can never be satisfied. And there goes exactly why the United Kingdom, if you look at these people and it talks that they are not viable to be independent, they must be ruled by other people. You will be ruled by Nigeria or you will be ruled by Cameroon because you cannot be left on your own. You cannot manage your own affairs. And since 1950s to 2022, that has not changed. My dear brothers and sisters, Anglophones, they curse we. Now curse, that has not changed. We know if we work together. We not get nothing where we fit see and say this on our collective interest. This make we fight for that collective interest. We can't. Now, curse. What is wrong with us? We need for assess this. Why all these lies? All the manipulation? Why? Just because we cannot work together? And then when they call we Anglophones, we na vex? You vex weti? Do we not behave like fools? On the international scene, on the national scene, we take away our veto power, we dash Cameroon government, we'll go dismantle the federal structure, come back now, 30 years later, we'll get nostalgia. We want to go back to a time that used to be. We want to go back to what used to be, to what was. But it's too late. When I build house without door, without window, lock on ourselves inside, it's called a prison. As the way the law for country be written right now, there is Anglophones have no power because they gave it up. Deliberately, willingly. And then make a touch small on this aspect. You get this thing where some person can't tell me say this, so if no be AMBA, we will not forget a special status. Can you imagine? I ask you say, so for you, the biggest achievement, and according to you, that one achievement, special status, right? I ask you one question, you're confused. I ask you, say, you get the special status, at what cost? Because according to you, because my experience on for now, nobody say special status no fine. That's not the point of what I'm saying. Okay? It then like some person they glad say it they so it get new car. That's fantastic. It's good to buy a car. You need a car for transport, for ease your life, for make your life easier, safe, and all of those things then. For transport goods, family members go to work, drop your kid off for school. That's fantastic. Me I get moto, and I encourage every single person if you afford that for also buy moto. But when some person can't tell me say countryman I get moto, that's fine. But the next question is, at what cost? How much the motor cost you? Because if you can't tell me say countryman see my new motor I buy them, and then I ask you say, well, how much did you pay for it? He said, no, I exchanged the motor for my house. So your house, where it be worth about 100 million, you exchange them for motor, where that motor it be worth about 10 million. Is that smart? That's stupid. At what cost? Yes, when I get a special status, at what cost? But then again, it makes sense. Because the people, the way they talk that one, where they be happy about the special status and they be very, very okay with the cost where Anglophones, they don't pay for get the special status. Those people then, now the people, the way they be, the political elites, now the political class, when they talk about the special status, when I don't see the Northwest Regional House of Assembly, right? For Northwest, when I see the House of Chiefs, right? Those are the political elites. When I show me one AMBA sheet, no white blast, where it there for that group, for House of Assembly, for Regional Assembly for Northwest or for Southwest. When I show me one AMBA sheet, no white blast, where it there now a member of the House of Chiefs for Northwest or for Southwest. Now show me one. But now who did they die? Now who did they kill them? The people that like Madame Ayafo Florence, where did they catch Okada for go buy Jama for market? If they not buy Jama for market that day, they no go chop. On your way to go buy the Jama, they catch it, they cut your neck. That one they call and say it's collateral damage. But they don't make me a president of the House of Regional House of Assembly. That's fine. That was good. Madame Ayafo had to die. That is the price you have to pay to get the House of Chiefs. At what cost? At what cost? That is the question. Yes, the special status is good, but at what cost? At the cost of the education of 60-something thousand Anglophone children? At the cost of destroying all those institutions of higher learning in the Anglophone zone? At the cost of killing 30,000 Anglophones? At the cost of displacing 2 million Anglophones? Destroying properties, destroying the CDC, Pamol, destroying roads, destroying hospitals, burning down churches, kidnapping for ransom, drug taking, raping people, unwanted pregnancies. At what cost? The cost is too high. If I think go back from 1990s or for 2015, take away una special status, put them for bin, and then give me back all those people the way they don't kill them, I will take the people. Bring back the schools, bring back education, bring back the roads, bring back the development will be there for the Anglophone zone before ambassador terrorism. It's better.